I now call on Senator Bongo for his opening statement. Sir.
Salamat, Mr. Chair. I fully support the objectives of this hearing. I want to commend our chairperson, Senator Rodante Marcoleta, for prioritizing this important issue before us. I agree with as Vice Chairperson of the Senate Committee on Finance and Vice Chairperson of the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee. I agree with Senator Gatchalian. Babantayan po namin itong budget for 2026 at bilang chairman ng Committee on Health, di na po bago sa ating bansa ang paghagupit ng mga bagyo at hindi na rin po bago sa atin ang pagbaha. Pero Mr. Chair, I share the observations
that despite billions of pesos for funding for flood control projects, flooding becomes worse. Mas lalo pang tumataas at yung mga lugar na dating hindi naman kadalasang binabaha ngayon ay binabaha na rin. Taon-taon, pataas ng pataas ang budget para sa flood control pero pataas ng pataas rin po ang pagbabaha. At yung baha dyan sa PGH, pakita lang yung picture, hindi po na-address. Sana bigyan po ito ng priority ninyo. Mas malapit naman po ito sa atin at mas nakikita nyo, yung pondo po sa health is less than triple ang budget ng DPWH kumpara sa health. At tuwing nagbabaha po ay hindi lamang nakaka-apekto sa mga pagmamayari at kabuhayan ng ating mga kababayan, nilalagay nyo rin po sa alanganin ang buhay ng mga kababayan natin na biktima ng bagyo. I am also particularly concerned the reports of increasing number of leptospirosis cases overwhelming our hospitals. Sa kaikot ko sa mga hospital, silang binabaha. Pero yung budget ng health sa ngayon, halos triple ang budget ng DPWH kumpara sa health. 880 billion ang DPWH, 313 billion lamang po ang para sa health. Sana ilaan na lang po ang pondo na mapapakinabangan po ng taong bayan para sa health sa pagtatayo at pag-upgrade po ng mga hospitals, medical assistance at PhilHealth benefits. Mas baha nga sa mga hospital ngayon, hindi naman na-address until now. At I agree with our majority floor leader noong August 9, 2023 pa lamang ay nanawagan na tayo sa DPWH. Pakita ko lang po sa screen yung video nung hearing, no? Ito. Then, ang hinihingi lang po natin ay accomplishment report nyo dito sa mga taong ito. And can you submit to the committee a copy of your master plan for your flood control programs? At gusto nating malaman kung wala ba talagang na pondo dito na inilahan nyo po sa ilang taon na patuloy nyong pinupondohan at tumataas pa. At pangatlong tanong ko po, can you submit your prioritization in implementing flood control projects? That was August of 2023, more than 2 years ago na po yan. At pinaalalahanan natin kayo, dapat ilagay ang flood control sa lugar na may madalas binabaha at maproteksyonan na tao. Ang tanong natin, bakit doon nilagay sa walang tao, may flood control pero walang pinoproteksyon ng tao, walang kinokontrol na baha? Napapansin ko po sa taas na nilalagay po itong mga flood control sa walang tao at walang pinipigil na baha. Sana po inilaan na lang po ito sa mga importante pa nating mga proyekto. At ngayon rin po, sinusuportahan natin ito, lalong-lalo na po sa mga issues ngayon. I also co-authored Senate Bill number 783. Ang panukalang batas na ito ay ipagbawal na pumasok sa anumang kontrata ng gobyerno mula sa national level hanggang sa LGU level ang mga kamag-anak ng government officials hanggang sa 4th civil degree of consanguinity and affinity. To the DPWH, ay dapat po ayusin nyo po ang inyong master plan. Matagal na po yan na hinihingi natin, pero after ilang taon, nandiyan pa rin po itong mga flood control. Ang bagyo po, hindi natin kayang pigilan. Pero ang labis na pagbaha, pagkawala ng kabuhayan at buhay, kaya po nating magawa ng paraan. Ang korupsyon, kaya nating pigilan. The flood problem demands the unwavering attention of the government. Let us make corrupt officials accountable. I call upon everyone here as today to carefully deliberate, draw upon expert insights, and work together for a solution to resolve this matter. Maraming salamat po, Mr. Chair. Mamaya na lang po magtatanong.
Thank you, Senator Bong. Before I call on Senator Bam, let me just make a clarification. The amount of 545 billion mentioned by the President, budget for flood control, are the ones which he believed awarded to the 15 contractors which he identified last August 11. The actual budget for flood control projects between July 2022 up to May 2025, per the report submitted by the Legislative Budget Research and Monitoring Office of the Senate, is 849 billion pesos. That having been clarified, I now call Senator Bam for his opening statement.
Maraming salamat, Mr. Chairman. Magandang umaga sa ating lahat. Unang-una, Mr. Chairman, we support the investigation of the flood control dito po sa ating bansa. Sabi ko nga nung isang araw, hindi tayo flood control, flood out of control na po yung nangyayari. 1.4 trillion, nabanggit ni Senator Gatchalian, no? In the last 15 years, paiba-iba pa po yung numero, no? Maganda rin po siguro malaman natin dito sa ating komite kung magkano nga ba talaga yung ginagastos. Ngayon po, pataas ng pataas, 800 billion na po ang nabanggit ni Chairperson Marcoleta. Maganda pong malaman natin yan. On the first day of session, nag-file rin po tayo ng resolution number 28 to investigate flood control, but this was referred to the Committee on Public Works. So I welcome this investigation. Nung panahon po ng kasagsagan ng habagat, pumunta rin po tayo sa Macabebe, sa Pampanga, at doon po tayo nakiisa sa mga kababayan po natin doon, hanggang tuhod, hanggang bewang, hanggang dibdib, no? Papunta pong Masantol, mula pong Macabebe, pataas ng pataas po yung tubig. Doon po sa kanila, ang sinasabi nila, kami po dito kailangan ng malaking pondo talaga, no? In fact, may JICA project, may Korean project po doon, at malaking proyekto po yun. At yung isang tanong ng mga opisyal po doon, sa mga lugar na talagang flood prone, parang kulang po yung naibibigay. Pero sa mga lugar naman na parang wala namang baha, bakit merong mga flood control? Yun o siguro yung isang magandang malaman po natin. Yung isa pa, yung flood control, ano po ba talagang ibig sabihin ito? Ito ba'y dredging? Ito ba'y pagbuo ng bagong infrastruktura? Ano ba talagang ibig sabihin ng flood control para malaman rin po ng taong bayan kung bakit ganyang kalaking pera ang ginagastos ng bansa po natin, kahit yung resulta naman ay parang tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung pagbaha. Nais ko lang pong dagdagan yung binanggit ni Senator Gatchalian pagdating po sa classroom, no? Marami po sa amin sumuporta dun sa hearing on classrooms. Yung kakulungan po sa classroom ay...
Bakit po sa kabila ng lahat na ito pala ang kanyang pinakamandato, hindi niya nakuwang i-coordinate sa DPWH, sa DBM, and all agencies na may kinalaman para solusyonan ang pagbaha sa bansang ito? Siya yung nawawala sa the entire question. Kasi po, Mr. Secretary, itatanong ko pa sa kanya sana kung nandito siya. How do you classify the rivers in this country? Meron tayong national rivers, meron po tayong municipal rivers. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor. We have 18 major river basins, as I initially pointed out. We have 403 principal rivers all over the country, and I think we have more than 4,000 small rivers, tributaries to the principal rivers. Not mentioning actually, of course, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, Mr. Secretary, this is important because one by one, we will be able to look into the significance why we're supposed to see the difference between the national and the municipal rivers.
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Yung mga national rivers po, ito yung jurisdiction ng national office.
Yeah,
Am I correct?
correct, Mr. Chairman.
Yung municipal rivers, Ano po ang, di ba LGU ito?
That's correct, Mr. Chairman.
Ngayon, ito po yung pinanggagalingan ng katakot-takot na corruption. I will tell you, palagay ko alam mo na rin naman ito. Kung minsan po, at pangkaraniwan, hindi lang minsan, pangmaramihan na to. Para sa ganon, makakuha sila ng project. Kasi wala namang project ang LGU. Wala siyang pondo eh. Ang gagamitin po nila na project, sasabihin niya, tributary to a national river. Kasi pag ginamit mo na tributary siya sa national river, kinokonekta mo siya doon eh. Makakakuha siya ng pondo eh. Tama po o hindi?
Ako po, Mr. Chairman.
Yun pong, there are two kinds of flood control projects. One, those with feasibility studies. Tama po.
Tama po, Mr. Chairman.
And those without feasibility studies.
Tama rin po, Mr. Chairman.
Dito po sa may feasibility studies, Mr. Chair, Mr. Secretary, yung request for funding normally comes from the Unified Program Management Office, Flood Control Management Cluster, UPMO, FCMC. That's correct?
Correct, Mr. Chairman, yes.
The amount of the project is more than the jurisdiction of regional directors. Hence, public bidding is in the central office. That's correct.
That's correct, Mr. Chairman.
Most of this funding are ODA funds, usually from the ADB.
From various lending institutions, Mr. Chairman, not only with ADB.
Yes.
Correct, Mr. Chairman.
Marami, but usually ADB di pinanggagalingan. UPMO is headed by Yusek Emil Sadain.
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, sir. Thank you for your presence. FCMC is now headed by
Director Ramon Ariola, Mr. Chairman.
the third.
The third, yes, sir.
Yung without feasibility study, Mr. Chair, paano po yung request for funding? How does it start?
It starts with, I can only explain, Mr. Chair, when it is included into our National Expenditure Program proposals. No? These projects would have undergone some prioritization at the provincial level, and then it has to be elevated to the regional development councils, and it will form actually the regional project proposals. From the regional project proposals, they will call out the priorities that will be equivalent to the allocated allocation for each engineering district or legislative district, Mr. Chair.
Yung source nito, Mr. Secretary, is the regular fund. Tama.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
As opposed to the projects with feasibility o the funds yun eh.
All the functions, Mr. Chair.
Ang basis ninyo sa request for funding is Department Order Number what? Department Order Number 23, Series of 2015. Am I correct?
You're correct, Mr. Chair.
Kasi po, Mr. Secretary, kaya po natin iniisa-isa ito para maintindihan nating lahat. Meron pong jurisdictional amount kasi.
Yes.
Yung district offices, district engineers offices, 100 million. Tama?
150 million level nila, Mr.
150.
Chair. 150 million, Mr. Chair.
O yung regional district offices,
Above 150 up to 400 million, Your Honor.
national offices above what?
No limit, Mr. Chair.
No limit. Pero lahat po ng ito, Mr. Secretary, Either ito po ay prosecuted by District Engineer's Office with the threshold amount as you have stated, regional district offices with the threshold amount, and national offices with unlimited amount. Lahat po ng mga contractors nito are required to have the SLCC. Am I correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
SLCC is single largest contract completed,
That's correct, Your Honor.
which is based on the new government procurement plan or law, RA 12009. Tama po.
Tama po, Your Honor.
Meron po kayong implementing office, ito yung UPMO, FCMC, pagkatapos sa ilalim po nito meron kayong project director at pagkatapos meron pang project managers, may project engineers.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Sigurado po ba kayo na lahat ng mga projects na na-execute merong SLCC?
Your Honor, these are foreign funded projects, and most of the engaged contractors dito are actually foreign contractors, Your Honor.
Alam ko po yun, kasi yung ODA, meron silang funding provision.
Yes, Mr. Honor.
The contractor follows the personality or the nationality of the funding country. Parang karaniwan ganun eh.
In bilateral agreements, Your Honor.
Yes. Pero sa mga projects, for example, ng ADB, dahil kung minsan wala nang gustong pumasok, in-invite nila yung mga international contractors.
That's correct.
Dito pumapasok ang joint venture eh. Tama po.
Tama, Your Honor.